Relax your way to calm.
And welcome back again to 6 Weeks to Wellness. Your host is Jan Fitzpatrick of inVibeHealth.com, and we are in the midst of a 4-part series all about how to keep calm during these taxing times. So, Jan, what are we talking about in today's episode in this series?
Well, being able to relax your mind and body whenever you want to is a great ability. In the heat of an argument or when your body tenses up and you can't sleep, wouldn't it be great to be able to stop, relax, respond with calm and even voice, and just slow your mind down and drop into a deep and restful sleep? Well, this ability takes practice. First of all, you need to know what a relaxed mind and body feels like. And there are many ways to teach your body and mind to do this. And we're going to talk about 3 of my favorites.
And do a quick rundown. What are those 3, Jan?
Well, the first one is sleep. It really is a matter of life and death. And naps. Oh, I love naps. And restorative yoga.
All right. Well, let's tackle those 3 one at a time. So talk to me about sleep. I will try to stay awake as you tell me about this.
Okay.
And you say it's a matter of life and death. So talk to me about sleep.
Well, the most recent studies, in fact, the ones that are coming out this year, they're really talking about it being absolutely necessary to our survival and our quality of life. And there's a study that came out of the Sleep Neuroscience and Cognitive Laboratory at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. And they analyzed 50 sleep studies and found that sleeping well in middle age, they count middle age as 30 to 60 years old, predicted a better mental functioning 28 years later.
Wow.
And this is really important, especially for women over 50, because I think one of our greatest concerns is our memory, dementia, Alzheimer's. Those kinds of things are really critical. They're kind of behind everything because some of our older moms and grandmas are starting to move in this direction. We want to make sure that we don't do that. And then in my April 2015 issue of Discovery Magazine, it states that sleep doesn't just allow the body to focus on rebalancing hormone levels and hunting down pathogens. It also enables the brain to do some crucial house cleaning, cognitive and otherwise. It's really important for a healthy brain. And as you know, as we get older, even losing one good sleep in a night, just one night, affects the next day. And over time, sleep deprivation can be a part of causing heart disease, cancer, pre-diabetic conditions, and, oh my, premature aging. And that would be on the outside and in the inside. We don't want that for sure.
No. We want to look good. We want to feel good.
Feel good. Very good, yeah. And there are just a couple things. You can calm your inner, before you go to sleep, and if you want to get a good night's sleep, you calm your inner environment. Start going to sleep an hour, or start planning to go to sleep an hour before you're actually planning to go to sleep. Don't be really busy and get everything done less than an hour. So you could go in and maybe read something that's comforting and something that's kind of makes you sleepy.
Yeah.
If you have anything on your mind, just put it on a piece. You can't do anything about it tonight anyway. You need to go to sleep.
Right.
Just write it down on a pad, and it'll be there in the morning for you. It's not going anywhere. So that's one way you can kind of calm the anxiety and what's going on inside. You can go to sleep earlier, go to bed earlier so that you get more sleep during that night. And then the other thing you can do is calm your outer environment. Make sure the temperature is less than 70 degrees. Make it as dark as possible, which invites you to calm and sleep. And get all of those electronic devices at least 36 inches away from you. In the next room is always a better place.
Get a door between you and them.
And definitely don't look at a blue-colored screen before you go to sleep. It tends to wake you up. If you need to do anything, make sure the light is more of an amber color.
Yeah, more and more studies are saying these little devices in front of our faces in the bed are not a good idea. Yeah, they're not conducive. So, yeah, perhaps leave them in the other room.
That would be
since
good.
it is a matter of life and death, you might want to pay attention to what Jan is saying, because this is important. Now, let's flip over to another way of getting a little bit of sleep, which are naps. Now, my cat loves to take naps. I love to take naps. Tell me about naps.
Well, naps are nice. A lot of us, especially when I get up early, I'm a little sleepy in the afternoon. It might be around lunch, or it might be 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And if I lay down, don't fight it, but lay down and have a 15 to 20 minute I call power nap. I will avoid feeling overtired all night. And then when I get to bed, I won't be overtired and I'll be able to fall asleep. And there are recent studies are showing that naps actually boost and restore brain power for adults. I could always use a little of that.
Absolutely.
And it's important to not just lay down a nice couch or a chair and sit up a bit. It's better just to get totally horizontal, because if you're horizontal, then there are fewer muscle strains. And sitting upright actually increases your brain arousal. It makes you more alert. So get down, lay down. The ideal amount of time, they say, is 20 minutes of a nap to wake up feeling restored. Any more than that, past 30 minutes, actually makes you a little groggy. So about 20 minutes. And if you, throughout the day, and you're sleepy and you resist going to sleep and you grab a cup of coffee at 4 instead of taking a little 20-minute nap, you're actually training your body to resist falling asleep, and that's not a good thing if you want to go to sleep at night.
I hear you loud and clear, and I've been guilty of that, piling on the caffeine instead of taking the nap. I have found over and over again the nap is a better strategy. It definitely perks you up and makes you feel more refreshed. The caffeine makes me agitated and unable to focus because I'm still tired, so it doesn't work, does it?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's move on to your third point, restorative yoga. Tell me about that. That is not something I have done, so I'm curious.
Okay. Well, Ayurvedic tradition says that every day it's good if you meditate, which we're not going to talk about, and do yoga asanas, yoga postures, and also deep relaxation, which includes a lot of times you'll get them in a yoga class, but it will be laying flat and then piece by piece, thinking of your toe, relaxing your toe, thinking of your ankle, relaxing your ankle. Think of your, and they'll go through the whole body, either 13-point or 61-point. And a lot of us that's deep relaxation. And I consider restorative yoga as part of my deep relaxation, because you get into a posture and you are fully supported. Maybe a child's pose, which is leaning forward with your knees bent. Everything's got a block under it, or a bolster, or a blanket. So when nothing's shaking, you're not straining anything, but you get into a posture and then you just stay there for about 10 minutes and just breathe. That's all you have to do, is just breathe. And what I noticed is that for some unknown reason, I'm relaxed, right? I'm thinking I'm really relaxed. And all of a sudden I think, oh my goodness, my calf is tight. It's not doing anything. I mean, there's no reason for it. So you breathe into it and you relax that, and I'm laying there, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my goodness, my shoulder. So you really find where you're holding yourself in tension unnecessarily. And then
until your mind is quiet enough, you sometimes can't feel what's going on.
Yeah. And by the end of that, it's usually an hour and a half, 90 minutes, at the end of each posture and the end of the whole class, you pretty much relaxed every part of your body, and you kind of feel a lot lighter. And the more practices that we do that invite relaxation, whether it be the breathing or the meditation, things we didn't talk about today, you're more able to do that at any time. And a relaxed body and mind is a more open body and mind. You're more in the present, so you really kind of see more opportunities and choices and solutions throughout your day.
Excellent. This is great stuff, Jan. So yeah, I mean, this is taking that block of time, getting in touch with your body, really feeling where the stress is, and letting it go and unwinding. I'm feeling restored just thinking about it. So I got to actually go do it. So if you've been enjoying this, it's part of a 4-part series. I want to make sure you haven't missed any of the other parts. And so if you are wondering where those other parts are, you want to get connected with Jan over at inVibeHealth.com. In this 4-part series, we're talking all about keeping calm during these stressful times. And today we've been talking about relaxing your way into your calm. So we talk about sleep, which is indeed a matter of life and death.
Yes.
We talk about that naps are indeed nice and a great way to kind of restore yourself and get some energy going. And restorative yoga, which I have not done, and I'm now looking forward to exploring a little bit more. So if you want to tap into the whole 4-part series, make sure you connect with Jan at invibehealth.com. Get her free version of her Amazon.com book. I mean, you could go buy it, but you can get it free just by connecting with Jan on her website, getting onto her mailing list so you get notifications of all the great content that she's producing, both in video and in written form in her blog posts. And it's all free to you, so why wouldn't you? So connect with Jan, get her book, get on her mailing list. invibehealth.com is the place to do it, and then join us again for the next part in this series. So Jan, thanks so much for this. I stayed awake. You didn't relax me so much that I conked out. I was tempted, and we'll pick up again and close out this 4-part series. So see you again very soon.
Great. See you next time.